ba kita habang ako'y nabubuhay? Maagaw pa ba nila ang
history of Loyola begins because of a fear that I had of cemeteries in the Philippines that were so fearful and disorderly and did not do proper honor for our dead. I felt there should have another way, a more beautiful way, so that we can properly honor our dead. And that's something is, in my mind, worth doing.
Yes.
And whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So the story begins in 1964. I was coming home with my wife and my first child, and instead of going straight back to Manila, we decided to stop by Hawaii. The reason being is that my wife had a friend in Hawaii who was a friend of her mother, Mrs. Olga Vargas. Okay? And by stopping there, we knew we had somebody we could relate with. Okay? And true enough, when we got there, she was so happy to see us with our first child, and she took care of us, showing us all over Oahu. Okay? And then towards the end of the day, she said, "Do you mind if I pass by my office?" And instead of going to the city, she went out. Okay? And we entered this wide expanse of green, okay? And trees and flowers. And I kept looking around, and I said, "What kind of an office is this?" Okay? Now she said, "This is a memorial park." What? What's a memorial park? She said, "This is a modern cemetery, okay, that only allows lawn burials with a marker, okay, and only natural flowers, etc." And then, my gosh, do you mind if I walk around? So I walked around, and I felt, you know, this is what I was looking for. Okay? Not really thinking that I would do it, okay? Because my fear of cemeteries happened when my grandmother died, and we had to bury her in North Cemetery, and I was a young kid, and my first time to go inside the cemetery, I was so afraid. Okay? So I said, this is not something that will cause fear in me. Okay? Anyway, that was not the time that I had decided that we could do something about it. Okay? So I came home, and normally on a Sunday, the family has lunch in my father's house, okay? And all of us go there. All brothers and sisters and all the grandchildren of my father and mother would go there for lunch. Okay? My brother Vicente was telling us about a piece of property that the Ortigases owned in Marikina, and he said, "Oh, this would be a beautiful, you know, residential place." No? And what came to my mind was something else. What I saw in Hawaii turned up in my mind, and I said, "Think there might be a better project that we can put that property to." "And what is that?" he said. "A memorial park." "And what is that?" Okay? Of course, I had to explain what it was. Okay? And he said, "Well, I don't know anything about that. But, you know, if you want to check on that, go ahead." Okay? What I did was, I went to my father and I said, "I saw this beautiful memorial park in Hawaii," and I explained what it was. I'd like to take a leave from my job here in Manila Bank. I was the secretary to the board, and I said, give me time so I can go back to Hawaii and study it and come back here, and I will prepare a project study to determine whether it's something that we might want to invest in. Okay? But before I did that, I looked for an architect who would accompany me, so that I would have an architect who would be able to tell me if this is something we can do in the Philippines. And I brought June Feliciano, who was a board top-notcher, introduced to me by Bob Stewart, okay, of the TV fame. Okay. So June and I flew to Hawaii. We stayed for 3 or 4 days, and I got in touch with Olga Vargas, because I knew, being a salesperson for Hawaiian Memorial Park, I would need somebody who will be able to train the first salespeople for the project here in the Philippines. It had no name yet. Okay? So anyway, the reason I got her to agree was that she is a friend of my mother-in-law, and she agreed. Okay? So you can renew your friendship with her. Okay? And she was already a widow. Okay? So was to prepare a comprehensive study with pictures and architectural rendering and a proper financial study. When I showed it to my father, he told me, that looks like, a good project. But he told me, if ever we do that, don't ever tell your grandfather, my grandfather Gonzalo. He will never agree to it. As it normally would have been, because during that time, going into the cemetery business is not really a very creditable activity. Right? Then I knew I needed a landscaper. Carling Alvedas, the architect, who's a friend of my father, introduced I.P. Santos, who is now a national artist. And he had just come back from the U.S. as one of the first, if not the first, landscape architect in the Philippines. So I put June Feliciano and architect I.P. Santos to develop the plan for Loyola, and it turned out to be a masterpiece of a plan. Okay? But we needed money for the project. What my father did was he gave me a list of friends of his, and he asked me to go and talk to them and try to convince them to join us by becoming stockholders in this new company, which at that time we had thought a name for, which was Group Developers and Financiers Incorporated. Okay? So I was able to convince quite a few of them. The Tambuntins were one of them, Dr. Mendoza, the Ortigases also being the owner, okay? And Angelo King, believe it or not, okay? And still others, which I don't remember now who they are. In spite of the capitalization that we were able to generate, there was still need for additional funding to do the development. So Tony, my brother, told me to go to FNCB NY. If you don't know what FNCB NY, that was the name of Citibank at that time, way back in 1964. FNCB NY stands for First National Bank of New York. The manager, the country manager, was Mr. Davidson, and his technical assistant was Javier Loenas, the former president of BPI, who was my contemporary in Wharton. Well, Davidson, as an American, was familiar with memorial parks, and he knew that this business is doing very well in the United States. So we were able to obtain a loan to provide the funds for the development of the park. So we had bought the property from the investment of our initial stockholders, and then the financing gave us money for the development. Along with that, we had to get approval from the health department and from the from the municipality of Marikina at that time. There was some objection from Marikina because they said, we don't want a memorial park here, a cemetery. We would prefer industry, etc. However, the mayor saw the usefulness of having a memorial park there. Okay? So he was on our side, and then he allowed a public hearing at which I was invited to speak and defend the project. And I showed them the pictures of what I saw in Hawaii, and people are saying, Mr. Puya, if that's how beautiful it will be, then we would have no objection to you doing it. How do we know that you can do it as beautiful as that? So I said, let me assure you, I will not do it as beautiful. I will do it more beautiful. Okay? So because of that, probably they got convinced that they would have a beautiful park in Marikina that would become their lung, as against a factory that would produce smoke and pollution, etc.
Kung gandang pag-uusapan ay higit na ang Pilipina, sa lungkot man o sa ligaya, karinyosa rin at masaya. Sa gitna man ng kahirapan, may sigla pa rin kung kumilos. Pilipina ay karinyosa sa pag-iwan ay hirang, simpatikang tunay, puso mo ay ginito. Pangarap ng bawat nagmamahal ay mutya, yaman ka sa buhay, di mata ay dukha, pag di ka nakamtan. Kung gandang pag-uusapan ay higit na ang Pilipina, sa lungkot man o sa ligaya, karinyosa rin at masaya. Sa gitna man ng kahirapan, may sigla pa rin kung kumilos. Pilipina ay karinyosa sa pag-iwan. Ay hirang, simpatikang tunay, puso mo ay ginto. Pangarap ng bawat nagmamahal ay mutya, yaman ka sa buhay, di na ka ay dukha, pag di ka nagkalitan. Kung gandang pag-uusapan ay higit na ang Pilipina, sa lungkot man o sa ligaya, karinyosa rin at masaya. Sa gitna man ng kahirapan, may sigla pa rin kung kumilos. Pilipina ay karinyosa. as souls can fly, the clouds